wanted to ask you about, many of the speakers brought up Syria, but I want to ask you about this week the Council is going to go to Burundi. So I wanted to ask you, there's been a lot of discussion, but there was a memo written to the Council by the head of UN peacekeeping, Hervé Ladsous, in which he said, UN peacekeeping is limited in its ability to address significant violence against civilians, even violence amounting to genocide, absent a political framework and the consent of the government. Is it really, can this really be the case, 20 years after the Rwanda genocide? Is it your understanding that the UN system and UN peacekeeping, if a country wants to commit genocide, can't do anything to stop it? This is how I read his memo. And I'd just like you to address the ability of the UN to step in these extreme cases and do something.
Thank you very much. Well, first of all, allow me to underline the importance of prevention. I also said that in my speech that you know, early warning is a key instrument to prevent this kind of crimes to occur. And we think as UN we have to make proper use of early warning in order to avoid these situations. Second, of course United Nations action is governed by principles of international law and by law. And you know, as according to the rules, for peacekeeping missions, peacekeeping operations to take place, the consent of the host government is of course a required and key element. Having said so, let me also underline that we are, by we I mean the UN as a whole, we are following very closely developments in the ground, and we are very attentive. The Security Council itself is organizing a mission to Burundi for this week in order to discuss with the government the situation and the best ways that the international community can help the Burundian authorities and the Burundian people in order to sort out this crisis. Because, you know, here it is about international cooperation. Many times we tend to see things in terms of, well, military operations. And these are situations that unfortunately occur many times, but we don't have to lose the focus on the broadest issue of international cooperation. There are many ways in which the international community can cooperate with governments in order to help them to fulfill what it is at the end of the day, first of all, a government responsibility. The first government responsibility, which is to protect its own people. Sometimes it requires the help for the international community. Of course, the use of force is an exceptional measure, which it is used in extreme circumstances, and of course it is upon to the UN Security Council to discuss situations and to discuss if use of force is required and on which conditions. Thanks.